Today we're going to talk about what is leadership, and we're going to discuss the acronym and break it down. Okay, my name is Michael Barayev. I built a sales team of over 150 plus people in less than 2.5 years, and we did that with zero money invested. And now we have a solar company where we're growing in South Florida, and we're going from coast to coast like butter on toast. And right now we have about 30 plus guys in this location. So just to kind of give you a little bit of understanding of what leadership is not you telling people what to do. All right? Leadership is being there for your people. There's a difference between being a leader and being a manager. And we discussed that in another video, which I'll have you check out here. But what is leadership? Leadership is one word: influence. Okay? Leadership equals influence. All right? So we're going to kind of go over the acronym one by one. So what does the L stand for? Okay? The N stands for loyalty. When you serve somebody, when you invest in somebody, what you do is you're building a relationship and you create loyalty. People are not going to be loyal to you just because you're their leader, or just because you're their manager, just because you have a title as leader, right? They become loyal to you when you serve them and you take care of them and you help them become better individuals. By you giving yourself away, a piece of yourself, by you taking care of them, you create that bond, and now they become loyal to you because they want to see you win, because you're thinking about them winning. When you care about someone else winning, they're going to care about you winning, and that's how you build that strong bond, and that's how you create loyalty. Okay, that's what the L stands for. The E stands for empathy. And I'm telling you, I have made this mistake so many times where I sympathized with people back in the day, but I never was truly empathetic to their situation. I never really saw things from their perspective, from their angle. How are they feeling? What are they going through? How can I make their life better by understanding on where are they right now? What is their situation? And when you empathize with your team, with your people that you respectively serve, what will end up happening is they feel that you care. And you actually have to care, right? And to be empathetic, you have to care about someone to really, truly, to kind of sit down and say, what is this person going through? And when they see that from you, that creates a strong bond. That creates such a bond that they will never let go, because you think about them. You empathize about them. You care about their situation. And by default, when you care about them, what happens to you, you think? They start caring about you as well, right? That's the E. The A stands for accountability. Just because you don't like to or you hate conflict doesn't mean you cannot hold people accountable. Accountability is everything in leadership. Leadership is about holding people accountable to help them get to the promised land. And you're going to get them there by helping them stay accountable to what they say they're going to do. So for example, they say they're going to go to the gym. Oh, believe me, you have to hold them accountable. Believe me, if someone says I'm going to do X, Y, and Z and they don't do it, I'm going to be up their ass and say, hey, Bobby, why didn't you do X, Y, and Z? What stopped you? What held you back? Obviously, there's going to be empathy involved, but I want to hold them accountable and say, hey, listen, you wanted X result or X, Y, Z, whatever it may be, and you didn't do that. You didn't do that. No wonder why you don't have the result that you want. So you got to think about, how do you hold them accountable? It's not by smacking them in the face. There's a process to that. Okay, maybe I can make a video about how to hold people accountable in a separate video, but the next thing is D, right? Which is duty and determination. It's the duty and determination. Your success and their success is your duty. And you got to be determined. You got to be determined for them. You got to be determined for yourself. You got to be the example for them. If you are not the example for them, if you're not making it your duty and your responsibility and your obligation to win and help them win, you're a bad leader. Your job is to help other people win. That's it. Pure and simple. Your job is to help them. Being in a leadership role is not for people to serve you. It's for you to serve them. And that's the mindset. Okay? E stands for energy and encouragement. Okay? Energy. What is that? Listen, you have to have the right energy in the room. When my guys walk into the office and I feel the energy is a little bit dying, I'm like, guys, it's not a slaughterhouse. Pick it up. Let's go. Get that excitement kicking in, right? And also, when they're down, I want to encourage them. I want to build them up. I want to lift them up. I want to help them. I want to hold them. I want to put them on my shoulders because I know it's going to be tough out there. They're going to get beat. They're going to get rejected. They're going to get smacked. They're going to have tough days. They're going to have challenging days. It's part of the game. So my job is to encourage them and build their energy up so they can have the confidence to go out there and crush it. Because at the end of the day, guys, remember, your success is determined by their success. If they win, you win by default. If they lose, you lose as well. So it's very important to help them and encourage them that they do have what it takes. They do have the confidence. They do have X, Y, Z to get them to the promised land. All right? Next, R, respect. Right? You got to respect your people. You got to look at them as your level and above. You cannot look down at them. I've seen a lot of leaders make this mistake, and maybe I made this mistake maybe when I was a young leader as well. I didn't look at them as someone that can come with me, so to say. I kind of looked at them as someone that can get me what I wanted. And that's the wrong perspective, right? Respecting them is about seeing them at your level and above and helping them become better individuals and not looking down at them. Because when you respect your team, when you respect them, they're going to respect you. And when they respect you, you will be able to do what you need to do to get the job done. Because at the end of the day, the ego trips, the ego problems happen because you did not respect them. Because you as the leader did not listen to them. You did not take care of them. It's always your fault. Guys, I know it's not easy to hear this, but at the end of the day, you as a leader, it's your fault. It's always going to be your fault. Always. Because you're the leader. You're the example. So remember, you got to respect them first. When you respect them, believe me, you look at them over here and above, they'll respect you as well. And that's how you create that bond in that community, right? S stands for selflessness. Not selfish, selfless. Like I say all the time, it's not about you. It's not about your feelings. It's not about your result. It's not about your wins. It's about them. It's always about the newest person. It's always about the people on your team. When you think about them, by default, you are taken care of. Everyone's like, Michael, well, no one thinks about me because you don't think enough about other people. If you worry about them, I promise you, when the day comes that you need to be thought about, you will be thought about. Promise you. Because you've done so much for your team, because you're always thinking about them. How can you make their life better? How can you make them happier? How can you help them make more commissions? How can you help them get more sales? How can you help them become better? And how can they have a better life? Because of you. And when you think like that, and you're selfless, and you're not thinking about always you, me, what ends up happening, people start to worry about you as well. And believe me, I know you're scared to think about other people because they might hurt you. That's the process. Some will hurt you. It's okay. Not everyone's going to make you happy. I've been hurt before, many times. I've given my heart to people and they stepped on it. It's okay. It is what it is. I don't judge them. I still love them and I forgive them the second they did that. But I'm not going to take that away from the newest person that comes into my team. I'm not going to steal that selflessness because someone else screwed me over. It happens. I will never change that. I will always give away myself because I care about other people. And when you care about other people, people will care about you. So it's not fair to the newest guy that comes in, because I was screwed over, that I can't give him the same love and respect that I give him to the people that started with me, right? So you got to be selfless. You got to think about other people. And guys, this was very difficult for me. I come from a very selfish background. It was hard. At 19, I did not think about anybody but myself. And that's why I was so lonely. That's why I didn't have what I wanted, because I was thinking about me. The second I started to flip that mindset, which took years, not days, not weeks, not months, years. The second I started to flip that mindset, life started to go my way. Because I'm like, okay, if I take care of them, they're good. By default, I'll be good. And that's the mindset, right? H stands for humble. Okay? Nobody wants to be around a leader that's a big, egotistical guy that walks in a room like this. Listen, I made that mistake myself. I used to walk into rooms thinking I was a shit. And yes, I was shit, not the shit. That's the problem. Because shit smells. And that was my problem. I walked in there with a big ego. And I had to learn to humble myself. You know what's crazy? Now when I have my leaders talking, I'm learning from them. I'm taking notes from my guys. I'm learning from them. Because I'm not the end all. God forbid. Because that's the day I die. I'm reading books all the time. I'm reading books about people that are 10 times better than me. Right? Like, why is that? Is it because I'm so special? No, man. I'm nobody. I got to be humble. At the end of the day, I always used to say this. In front of God, I am a pawn. In front of the world, I'm a king. Meaning, I have the confidence to accomplish anything I want when it comes to challenges in the world. But in front of God, I'm humble. Because at the end of the day, I know where my power comes from. And the same mindset goes to your people. You got to be humble with them. You cannot think that you're the top shit, because you're not. The second you think you're the top shit, that's it. Game over for you and your family. Game over for you and your business. Okay? I've been there, guys. I'm telling you my mistakes. Believe me. All these things, I made these mistakes. Okay? I made the mistakes. I made the errors for you. Don't do them. It's not worth it. Okay? Next. I. I stands for integrity. Leadership is about integrity. You can ruin your reputation in one transaction, and it takes years to build your reputation. Years, months. It takes a long time to build a reputation, but with one instance, in a second, you can destroy it all by having no integrity, by lying, by cheating, by stealing, okay? The reason why, I remember I was having this conversation with my fiance, when we started dating, I used to tell her, when I first met her, I said, listen, she was worried about this and that and, cheating and that, because, this is the world we live in. Everyone cheats on everybody, like crazy. I said, the reason why I will not cheat on you, not because obviously I love you, obviously I care for you, I would never want you to be hurt, it's not what I want you to do, but one of the main reasons that kind of holds me away from cheating and lying is because of my integrity to me. Because I don't want to be the guy that breaks my integrity for me. Because at the end of the day, my integrity with myself is the most important thing on the planet. As long as I keep the integrity with myself, I'm able to keep my integrity with you and everyone else. And integrity is very important. What you say is what you do. Your house and your life is a glass door where you're not different when you walk outside of the room. You are who you say you are. Obviously, you're improving. Obviously, you're growing. Obviously, you're going to make mistakes. But integrity is about keeping that formation of who you are, your character, strong so that you're not a sly fox outside or a thief in business. And all of a sudden, you come home and you're a Superman. It's not going to work like that, guys. You got to have integrity. It's very, very, very important. And especially with yourself, right? And people see that. Okay, next, P is passion. Okay? People want to follow people that are passionate. Now, I know when you start off something new, you can't be passionate. I get it. But figure out what you're passionate about. What is your life about? What are you excited about? What makes you tick? It could be anything. It could be you love trees. It could be you love yoga. It could be anything. But be passionate about something. Chase a vision. Chase a dream because people will want to come with you towards that goal, towards that vision if you're passionate, if you're excited. And it cannot be fake, guys. You cannot fake passion. Okay? Because when shit hits hard, you're not going to be passionate, right? But if you have a big dream and a big goal, you're going to stick through it. You're going to push. You're going to shove. And you're going to always want that vision to come to fruition because you're passionate about getting that job done. So hopefully you guys learned what leadership stands for. I went through all of them, I believe. L stands for loyalty. E stands for empathy, right? A stands for accountability. D stands for, your duty and your determination to get things done. E stands for energy and encouragement. R stands for respect. S stands for selflessness, not selfish, right? H stands for humble. And I stands for integrity, and P stands for passion. So I love you guys, and hopefully leadership will be part of your acronym. Leadership will be part of your life so you can go impact the next generation. For those of you that don't know, like the button, subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. I would appreciate you sharing this with someone that can impact them and help them be a better leader. I love you guys. See you guys in the next video.